Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Welcome to Benidorm at night. We are in Rincon de Loix once again, and our today's mission, yes, an authentic mission, is to show you the prices in different bars and night pubs and restaurants, but not on the main streets. We will hit hidden streets of Rincon de Loix and discover if it's actually cheaper to have something to eat or drink at these bars that are not directly on the main crowded avenues. So let's head there, but while we go there, we obviously have to pass through the main avenue, and these are the prices right now in autumn. Towels, one for €8, two for 15. I wonder who buys towels right now for the beach, because it's quite cold, chilly, let's say it like this. For us, a tiny bit, but maybe for people who are coming from north parts of Spain, for them it's still great to be here. A lot of typical supermarkets like these ones that never put prices on them. Some people, by the way, that person has deleted the comment on the channel, which is a shame. But that person, probably one of the owners of these supermarkets or one of the owners of Asian markets, has said, why do we hate Asian supermarkets so much? And we shouldn't say to people if that's expensive or not to buy something here. Well, guess what? We will be talking about this. But before, I really want to show you this place. You cannot miss it. This is a great Indian place. They have such a nice food out here for a takeaway or to eat here. They have pizzas, they have half roast chicken, curry potatoes, curry fries, curry with rice nuggets. These are the prices: €6.95, €6.95, €8.45, €9. Quite okay to be on the main avenue. So, getting back to the main theme of that comment, we've said in one of the videos that a hoodie costs €25 and that it's really expensive for the Chinese shop. And obviously we know here, we live here, we are locals, we know what the price can be. So yes, it is expensive for a hoodie. For a Chinese bazaar, it is very expensive for a hoodie. You can go to H&M, you can go to C&A, to the shopping mall, to Zara even, like branded quality clothing, and find a hoodie for this price, sometimes even lower than that. So what sense does it make to do things like this, to buy a hoodie in a Chinese bazaar for this amount of money? Obviously we're gonna warn people not to do so, that there's better alternatives. That's what we do. We say to people, we recommend people where to go if it's cheap, if it's too expensive, because a lot of the times with the currency exchange, people do not know so well or do not feel so well what the value of the money is when they exchange it to euros here in Spain. So we are here to let you know which things are to avoid and where you can actually shop, where you can purchase things. All the vast majority of other things like t-shirts, toys for children are quite all right. The prices are quite good. It doesn't mean that all shops have excessive prices, okay? But just that one, probably that was the owner, who knows, or a worker, someone who knows them. We never know. These videos can reach unlimited amount of people, so you never know who might see it. Even so, it doesn't mean that all the shops are like that. We do know a lot of great Chinese bazaar shop owners. We do know a lot of Chinese people in general here in Benidorm. And they have great shops. They don't scam tourists with price rises. Everything is legit. Everything is great. And not all shops are bad, but some of them actually do put prices really, really high up. So bear that in mind when you shop in Benidorm. If you see really, really few people or no people inside, that means that prices here are slightly too high. And we came to one of the streets that we wanted to show you today. This is the street that goes directly to the Sundays and Wednesdays market. And I'm gonna even tell you more. This street probably would be a great alternative for the market once the brand new zone of Rincon de Loix will be built. Look at this bar aquarium Offer for a menu 9.95. See, that's what we mean. It's not necessary to search for places. There are great places here on Ametla del Mar Avenue, which is where we're located right now. Here we have Hotel Dynastic, we have Hotel Nereo, so that you could situate yourself slightly better. And in front, there's Melia Hotel too. So on these streets, there are great food options and you don't need to spend a fortune on them. Look at this, another sign. They use signs simply because not a lot of people go through these streets. And they should, because there's a lot of great options. The 12th Man Bar, British, bookies next door, bucket deals, menu deals, snacks, etc. Actually great, and we've not seen a menu for less than 10 euros. Well, almost 10 euros for a really, really long time here in Benidorm town. It's been a long time we did not see it. Here we have Bank Sabadell, typical Spanish bank. This is where you can withdraw some money from the ATM machine safer than the international ones and less commission. Euro change, British pound right now is 1.125. Let us know which best exchange rate have you seen here before, but this is what it is right now. Even so, the best one is in the indoor market. This is the tobacco place. You can pause it if you're a smoker and check out the prices for cigarettes and rolling tobacco. Some people did ask us where the rolling tobacco might be purchased. So this is where it is. Oh my god, 120 euros, 115, 118. What are these prices? Well, I'm a non-smoker, just so that you know. So for me, these are crazy prices I would never ever spend on smoke. I don't get it. Non-smokers don't get it, you know. People are just waving. I would never ever spend this amount of money on simply bringing smoke into my lungs. Right now, probably a lot of smokers will write us some mean comments, but that's all right. I mean, it's choice of every single person, and I simply don't get why to spend this money when you can be spending it on something else, or keeping it, investing it, doing whatever you want to maximize it or use it to buy some nice things instead. The 12th Man, this is the sports bar, food and entertainment place. They actually have some nice sports TV screens. They have some bucket deals, especially if you're coming with friends. Bucket deals tend to be a tiny bit more economic than if you would purchase the bottles separately. Not a lot though, and you need to see for the place where you're going. Usually the bucket costs somewhere around 8.50 to 12 euros, depending on which kind of bottles do you purchase in that bucket itself. But these are approximate prices. On this street, there are some great other options where you can grab some drinks and food. And we're about to discover them because they're located literally on both sides of the street right now. This is more residential area. There are some touristic apartments, but mostly no hotels on this street. So it's slightly more quiet. Here is the Casa Pepe, which is House Pepe it's called. It's for a typical Spanish food. You can get great rations of different foods, a beer, coffee in the morning, nice Spanish breakfast for a reasonable price. And here in front, we have a big bar. Beef baguettes plus gravy, 5 euros. Hot or cold, steak, pie, mash or chips and gravy, 8.50. Breakfast brunch, chips, bacon, sausage, more or less like an English breakfast for 6 euros, but then you get some fries with it. Football matches, okay, they do put some football and Crystal Palace, Tottenham, rugby, England and Argentina, they do put some football matches here then. Then they have bacon baguettes. Ooh, that sounds tasty. 5 euros. Bacon and egg baguette. Sausage baguette, 5 euros. 6 euros for bacon, egg and sausage. That's not a bad price. Depends on how big the baguettes actually are. This is GB bar. Sports bar, by the way. And they have some nice beer selection, just so that you know. There's not a lot of people here because people don't know it exists. Okay, people simply don't know. People don't go down this street unless they have a hotel nearby and are just wandering around and exploring. So discover this area. Trust me, you can see a lot of interesting places to eat, have some snack, or grab some drinks. This is Danfe. It's both cafe and a bar. They do serve breakfast, snack, and food options. Full English breakfast too. Look at this. These are ribs with barbecue sauce, 10.95. Salmon grilled, 12.50. English breakfast, 6.50. Mojito, €5. Special menu, entrees, basically drinks for two, bread with alioli, dessert, and coffee, 14.95. Obviously an entree and then the main course. Drinks, a pint, €2. Small beer, caña. In Spanish, 130. Maho, 220. Heineken, 2. Koppenberg, €3. Corona, 270. Desperados, more or less the same price. Menu of the day, look at this. Menu of the day, 9.95. Less than €10. Bread with alioli. Then you have starters, homemade salad with fruit, cheese, and mango sauce, potato. It says potato to importance. I love when they use Google Translator for all this. Oh my goodness. But no, these are like potatoes made slowly with oil. And they're called patatas de importancia, like important potatoes. But they basically translated literally how it sounds, which is not the exact translation. You cannot use it, but anyway, there it is. And some more breakfast meals between 3 and 7, €8. Here we have entrees, calamars, €10. Ooh, that's slightly expensive. Salads from 9 till €11. 4.50 patatas bravas. Ooh, that's good. Fried wings, 8.50. Shrimps, 13.90. Salads. Then we have meat starting from 9 till €20. This is like a typical price, but it's a la carte, okay? This restaurant right now is closed. It's a... By the way, why is it closed if it's almost weekend? Why? They do serve Spanish tapas. They do serve typical Spanish food here. But in this case, it's not as cheap as other places. We can find Spanish tapas, better ones, in the city center. If you're wondering which places are quite cheap, quite nice for food, where you don't need to spend a whole fortune, we have a full playlist that's called Benidorm Tapas Tours. Check it out because we've seen a lot of tapas bars there. We've compared the prices, the quality, etc. And you can see exactly where they are located, what we ask, how much do we pay for them, and our final opinion of if it's a good thing or not, as experts of the typical Spanish food with the help of my hubby. So there are some nice options out here, not gonna lie. There are some great bars where you can get nice drink, especially coffee in the morning, some breakfast, a lot of typical English breakfast and British food like Sundays food, and a lot of other international option, even suitable for families. If some of you is fan of pasta, others of pizza, others of burgers, Spanish food, all of this you can find it in one place on this exact street. Here a pint of local beer is €1.50. Homemade food day menu with 2 plates to choose, first, second one, drink, bread, and dessert. Do not like, however, they don't put the prices for these ones. Special offers, coffee or tea plus brandy, €2.50 or €3, depending on what kind of drink you're adding to your coffee. Here are some typical cafeterias and takeaway food. Medium breakfast, English breakfast, $3.95. Vegetarian breakfast, $4.95. This is like an English breakfast. And then you have jumbo breakfast, $5.95. Really, really popular, I must say, in the morning time. In the evening, it's closed because it's working like a day cafeteria. But it's actually very, very nice. They also sell Coronita, 3 bottles of Coronita, but they've put down the price. 3 Budweiser, €5. 3 Mao, €5. That's not a bad price, isn't it, for 3 bottles? Am I wrong? I think that's quite a good price for these bottles, especially right now when everything went high so much here in Spain and in a lot of other countries. By the way, at the beginning of this video, we did tell you about this Sundays and Wednesdays market in Benidorm town here in Rincon de Loix, right by the Hotel Pueblo Benidorm. And to be honest with you, I do feel that this street will be great for the market. Probably it's not gonna be enough to put it only here, so they might use the parking lot situated right nearby on the right side, which is usually not as busy unless it's summer, but it's only half of the day. A lot of areas are doing the same. For example, in Albir, just a couple of kilometers from Benidorm, the Sundays market, by the way, the most expensive market in the area of Benidorm town, they are using a public parking space for the market. Here they could do exactly the same thing by using this street right here just for a few hours, half of the day, because it's not a primary road. It's not too necessary, let's say like this, that we couldn't live without it for a few hours. So this might be a great option for people to use it as a market. Maybe Municipal Hall will check this video. Hopefully they do. And like this is gonna better for them to decide, because the market will need to go somewhere. It's not possible to maintain it on the same spot where it is right now, and probably they will need to search for another location. We still don't know where it's gonna be, but maybe this would be a good idea. Let us know, what do you think here in the comments. Is it a good idea to move the Sundays market right here to this street, or if on contrary, there are better options for it? Bear in mind that in a couple of years, the area of Rincon de Loix, where the Sunday market is located right now, will not be the same. There's going to be skyscrapers everywhere, roads, a lot of movement. So we will see what it will be looking like. Oh, look at this. We do not accept bank cards. So it's only cash payment here in Café Mar Azul, the Blue Sea. It's only cash payment. We've not seen so many places recently where you could just pay cash. Usually in a lot of them, it's bank payments. And that's absolutely fine. You can use any cards, international ones even. And you can pay by a bank card. But here, somehow, it's cash payments only, which is quite strange. And it's not too comfortable, taking into consideration we use less and less cash lately. Each time we use more contactless phone payments. By the way, are you a cash person more, or you prefer to pay by a bank card? Let's open a melon, how they say in Spanish, and let's open a debate. Do you pay more with your bank card, either if it's a physical one, if it's contactless, with your phone, with your watch, with anything you got? Or if you prefer to make it as old school as we did before all the smartphones and all the things started to happen in our world, and you pay in cash, and that's how you love doing it better. We personally prefer cash more, simply because we can control the amount of money we're spending. When you have it on the card, it's difficult to control it and you end up spending slightly more. The chicken, the black chicken place as well. This is a bar slash cafeteria slash restaurant. Just a typical place with homemade pies, quiche, chili, curries, like international food in general. There's a lot of people actually on the inside. That's nice. People are grabbing some drinks, playing pool, just enjoying themselves. Why not? I mean, that's lovely. Quiz Fridays at 5 p.m. Oh, they are doing... Oh, look at this. You don't see it just yet, but you will see it in a second. Look at that. My hubby is helping us, by the way, in today's video. I'm sure you've noticed it already. And they are doing here ribs. Look at this. Ooh, with all the sauce on the stones. Oh my goodness. That's some nice ribs out there. Wow. It's the first time I actually see them doing it like this. Not that they don't do it often, simply because it's the first time we can actually see them doing something like this. And this one right here is Nicole's. This is bar and restaurant place. They do serve ribs, they do serve hamburgers, they do serve a lot of different food, barbecue, as you could have seen. Great place for a barbecue. Oh wow, that's actually very nice. They have menu of the day starting from 1:30 on midday. Mixed salad or veggie cream or Russian salad, they call it here. Okay, if you have two plates, so you can pause it for a second. Then you have the second, which is paella, and the third one is fish. So different options. There's different options for it. So first, second, and third, plus a drink and bread. If you decide to choose only two plates from this menu, you will pay 12 euros. And if you decide to choose all three, so entree, first and second courses, then you will pay just €1 more, which is 13 euros. In any case, this is a very good price for the three-course menu. There's only few places here that offer this type of menu for this reasonable, trust me, price. These are some of the bars and restaurants that we have here hidden right next to the Benidorm's market in Rincon de Loix. And as you could have seen, the vast majority of them have great prices and great options, so it's not necessary to spend a big fortune while going for a drink or snack here in Benidorm town, Rincon de Loix. Thank you for accompanying us on today's video. We wish you an incredible day, and we'll see each other tomorrow with the latest news update from Benidorm town. Bye, dears.